Alright, hello YouTube. So I wanted to show a project I'm working on. Got a bunch of parts here that I ordered. Even got this Fender three-way switch here. But my 250K Fender pots will be in Friday, so I got a couple days to wait for that. But check these out. I got this in today. So this is the, I line this up here, the pure vintage 64 telecaster pickup set. I'm really excited to try these. So I wanted to show kind of the difference between these pickups and the back of, let's say, like a cheap run-of-the-mill telecaster pickups. So right off the bat, I thought these were pretty cool. These are little rubber grommets instead of springs, so that's pretty neat, because as you see, most your cheap telecaster pickups come with these springs here. This came with little rubber guys, so I thought that was interesting. And then another thing that is pretty cool is okay, if you look at the cheap pickup here, it's got this it's basically like a fridge magnet, like a ceramic fridge magnet on the bottom, and the wires have like a regular rubber insulation, you know, like your standard wire. These have a cloth wire and a very interesting kind of relic looking back plate that I thought was really cool. Maybe that's how they really did it in 64. And then this material here is kind of papery, and then even the front of this one is kind of papery, like a cardboard or something. And hey, look at this. The back of this one is just like another fridge magnet looking thing, just ceramics, I guess. But when it comes to these don't have a magnet underneath, because these poles are actually magnetized. So these are magnetic slugs that are in there, instead of just steel slugs with a ceramic magnet stuck to the back of them. So I'm really looking to see how these sound, and see if they complete my project and make a cool vintage sounding telly. And so here I'm going to show the guitar itself. So I think this is pretty cool. So I showed you some of these parts I have over here. I took this bridge plate, this ashtray bridge, to work with me, and put it in the sandblaster, and shot at it from a distance to try to give it some age to it, make it look like it might have been around for a really long time. But yeah, I did go with a modern compensated brass saddles, because you know, you want your frets to be in tune. So can have modern playability with some vintage tone going with all these old school parts. And then I also have, you can see it in here, I got an orange drop tone capacitor, a Fender three-way switch. So I'm putting all Fender brand parts in it, so I'm not cheaping out and going any alternate route with it. And then when it comes to the body, I'm starting with this ash body that I got off a buddy of mine. And a lot of the relic work doesn't look too bad, but the stuff that did, I used a color match paint pen, and got rid of a lot of the relicing that I thought looked really cheesy and like deliberate. And so yeah, it's a really heavy body. I love the weight of this guitar. It's a battle tank. And yeah, it's a dense piece of ash is what it is. And then the neck is pretty nice. It's a maple neck. And then what's even really nice about it, I don't know if the camera can really pick it up, but the fret ends are rounded instead of tapered. Maybe you can kind of see that one. Yeah, every fret end has been rounded. So, yeah. I also have, what else do I got coming? The, the shielding foil that'll go inside the cavities. I got those coming. So that'll be done. And then, yeah, the 250K fender pods, that'll go in there. And then the parts I already showed you. And yeah, this should be a cool vintage telecaster build. And I guess I'm just going to call it a 64 since that's what those pickups are modeled after. So it'll be a vintage 64 build. Once I get it done, which is hopefully this weekend, I'm hoping I have all the parts by this weekend and I can build it this weekend. Hopefully after that, I'll be able to upload a sound demo and have me playing it and stuff. Unless I run into more problems. I've ran into all sorts of little problems here and there that have set me back. But yeah, hopefully everything's good from here on out though, and I can build it and have her done and playing. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and that's the update on the 64 Tele build.